There's a spectre haunting the fiefdom of London Stock. He's waiting for you to feast on each other before it blooms in a dazzling explosion. This is your last day, Weald, and I am sorry for that.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Let's go to our third game today, Glasshouse, a Feudalpunk Turn-Based CRPG set in a lockdown apartment block at the dawn of a world war. Investigate the mysterious triple murder next door, fight the political conspiracy, and make terrible choices before the flatmates do it for you. And with me, I have Giacomo, part of the team. Hello, Giacomo. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm totally fine.
You are? So, Giacomo, please, can you describe me the game in like one sentence and explain to people what this is about?
Yeah, absolutely. So Glasshouse is a lockdown RPG set in a lockdown apartment building in which a murder happens, and suddenly you are stuck in it. You are stuck in a crime scene, and you need to understand how to solve the murder, how to prove yourself not guilty, or directly get the fuck out of it. If you manage to understand that you can find a solution for that matter. So yeah, it's a CRPG. So or you solve it or you don't. It's up to you.
Right. Interesting.
And your skills.
Okay. And my skills. Okay. So I'm gonna go straight into gameplay, and as the menu says, raise the curtain. Which, well, let's play the introduction first.
Yep. Haunting the fiefdom of London Stock. He's waiting for you to feast on each other before it blooms in a dazzling
So I imagine
explosion.
this dialogue is all about that conspiracy theory, the political thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. There's something happening within the fiefdom of London Stock, which is a quiet revolution. Somewhere in a district far from yours, a bridge collapsed, and there has been a revolt.
Okay.
And because of that, people think that there's this phantom nation, this phantom army, the Kofopo, that basically is trying to conquer the city, but no one has ever seen them. Okay. So there's a revolution within the fiefdom itself, but you don't know who is at the charge of it.
Okay.
And because of that, all of the fiefdom is in lockdown for 57 days, and you're just you're not one of the revolutionaries, but you're a simple citizen on the other side of the barricade. So you are suffering the revolution of others.
Okay, interesting. This seems to be, I would say, overly complex. What is the inspiration for a game like this? The guy kind of reminds me of Disco Elysium, for example. Although I'm not super, I never played the game thoroughly. So, how did you come up with this?
Well, from a lot of stuff, from a lot of stuff, of course. But if I have to recollect my memories, I would say my personal COVID experience.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, because during I remember that I moved in Milano directly during the red zone of the COVID. So as you know, all of the COVID stuff started because of us from Italy, and then it spread
Oh,
it along
interesting.
Europe.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know, 20 minutes near the epicenter, the ground zero of the pandemic. Okay.
Wow.
So basically, for I don't remember, but I think 3 months I was stuck in this house with
Right.
3 other flatmates, and I remember, standing, eating spaghetti during lunch, watching the news channel, and fighting each other about all of our political stances. Okay, so
Interesting.
because of that, all of the idea around the lockdown and an RPG, which usually, if you think about RPGs, you think about spreading open wars and such. And we were like, no, fuck that. We are going to do an open, close world. And that's why everything is set up under a roof,
Right.
which is unusual for a CRPG.
Yes, for
And
sure.
another idea that I really liked was what if your party in a CRPG it's made by your flatmates? What could happen? And this is what happens, basically.
Yeah, so that kind of addresses, I mean, somewhat indirectly, but some of the lines of dialogue here. So, for example, Weldmeyer here has a couple of options. Look outside the window. This is something that we did a lot during the lockdown, right? All over the world, right? You couldn't go outside often, so you would probably look through the window, which you lived in a big city, right? Or think about the dream, or why do I like? I'm late for something. Like it's kind of like he's somewhat disoriented, right? It's like he lost notion of reality. Is that where you're coming from with these options of dialogue?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the like as a writer, I can say to you that one of the first things that all of us writer wants to do is to create words, different words. But because of the means, because of our means, which is zero budget, zero funding, zero everything, we knew that we could build something big theoretically, but not practically. So we started with the idea of you're stuck in an apartment, and then you look outside the windows and you see this sprawling world on fire, and that's the idea. There's a war far from your apartment, but you can see the column of the smokes flowing around the sky, and you see that something is happening, but you are outside the conflict. You're just indirectly hit by it.
So is that why throughout this game, and it's already present here in the dialogue, we have a director and we have a quar. So I imagine these are metaphors for something like the director is the government, I imagine, or something like that. Can you, without spoiling too much about the story, can you tell us a little bit who the director and what the quar represents?
Absolutely. So basically, without getting too much into the main character,
It's tough.
Willmeyer, main character psychology, I will say that all of the tale of Glasshouse is told as if it was some kind of a theater play.
Yes.
So you have the director, which is the unreliable narrator.
Oh, okay.
That is the director of the play. So everything you do is narrated by the director as if it was something that already happened. Here we are doing something that you don't see so much often in RPG, because usually the narrator speaks in the present, the verbal time. Okay, but here is always in the past. So it feels like you're stuck within a destiny of this character, and you are not in control of what you're doing, because whatever you do, the director will say that this thing happened as it should be. While on the other side, you have the quar or the shuar, which basically in the Greek theater, it's a multitude of characters that helps the main protagonist, Will Meyer, whispering on his ear, on its ears, and helping him throughout all of the theater play.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I found that quite intriguing at first. So it was, and then I thought that there was something like that. But actually, it's very interesting the way you are describing the director to be, right? So it's like he's telling the story, and whatever we do, he will adapt his dialogue, right?
Yes.
Yes, interesting. Okay. And we have plenty of stuff here, so I'm probably not going to be able to explore everything, but there is crafting, there is a lot of stuff going on, right? I think we... Okay. Yeah, there's definitely management to be done as well. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we are suckers for management.
Okay.
But then this will happen, so which is you don't have enough space.
Right.
So if you want, if you see these books and the newspaper, if you double click on it,
Okay.
you will you can read it, and they will be added directly to your library. So you double click here.
There we go.
Okay. So you have a little bit more of space. Same thing you can do with the newspaper.
Yeah.
Now, if you close the inventory and you go to the library,
Yes.
you can read them out.
Okay. Okay, but these are So, for example, this one seems to be talking about the boys were laid out. So this is about reality. This is a romance, or everything is related to what's going on. I can always take hints from these books, for example.
So we tried our best to do a vertical kind of the most vertical lore building possible, and in order to do that, we tried our best to avoid any kind of personal notes like, "Hey, I'm this guy and I'm writing this book 2 minutes before getting killed," because it's weird. So because of that, we managed to completely avoid that kind of document. So everything that you will see here in the library, it's basically or a piece of a newspaper, or a book, or a manifesto, or something like it. Because the idea is that if we can't afford to show you this brand new world that the player is experiencing, we are going to show you what was, all of the literally background behind it. So what these people were reading during these days in the world. So there will be pieces about the situation of immigration. There will be pieces about the Kofopod, this phantom nation that wanted to bring back this world into a liberal society and stuff like that. Okay. So the idea is that you need to read if you want to understand better
what's going on,
the place you are in.
Yeah. So I have a question. So this is incredibly politically charged, right? Is any of you or your team? Sorry. First of all, how many of you are working on this game? Is it just you, or?
So the core team is made by 7 people.
Okay.
But still, we are an international collective, which means that in total we are like 25 people.
Okay.
But it depends on the development cycle. Like for example, right now we don't need a sound designer, but when we are going to need it, we already know who to call, because we have this kind of collective, this Discord in which people drops in and drops out based on what they need to do or what they want to do, basically.
Interesting.
So right now we are just focusing on Glasshouse, and then we will focus, like, I don't know, in a photography project, in a book or something like it.
So it's kind of like an horizontal collaboration team in which everybody collaborates on whatever project is going on among that community of people.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
and like I am the founder of Flat 28 Collective, and for Glasshouse, I'm doing the creative director. But that doesn't mean that for the next project, the creative director will could be a concept artist or an host composer or something like it.
Yeah.
So there's no limit to that.
So, the question I was actually about to ask was, do you have any background in political science, sociology, economics, anything that fuels all these political elements that are so present throughout this game?
No, we don't. But all of the writers within Glasshouse are readers, so they read political manifesto, they read books of sociology, anthropology, political philosophy, and stuff like that. Like during Christmas, we gift each other's Leviathan by Hobbes or something like it. So we're just suckers.
Yes.
For politic in general. But the thing is that we don't want with Glasshouse, we don't want to be too elitarist. If you get what I mean. Sorry for my Italian, by the way, my English Italian.
Yeah, no.
It feels like sometimes I'm speaking like the Sopranos,
It's fine.
But the thing here is it's like a note to the politic talk that you do in bars, because of course all of these people, they are not like they don't have PhD in international politics or such.
Okay.
So they speak about what they hear. They are people from the working class, and basically they don't know nothing other than what they read and what they see.
So what you mean is that
television.
This is not intended to be like an academic, thorough work of political science, right? It's just like the interpretation of the developers, and then that is portrayed through the characters, their understanding of society and politics throughout what they're reading.
Absolutely not. It depends on the levels, because of course, as you've seen before at the beginning, you have the character creation, in which you build your political compass.
Yeah, that's
right?
impacting me
And
right
people,
now, right?
Yeah, yes, that's affecting you. So basically, you can decide to take some pops, which are the point of view, and allocate it to one of the 5 ideologies, which builds your character. Basically, it's like the more point you put into colonialism or feudcratism, the more basically your tongue will be shaped around that kind of ideology, and you can speak more about that. So the higher will be your ideology, and the more you will be sophisticated about it. So you start with feudcratism at level 1, and you can say simple stuff like Comrade United against the machine or something like that. And then the more you arrive toward level 10 of feudcratism or level 15, the more you will have acquaintance of what you're saying, and the more you will be academic. Okay.
Okay, interesting.
But of course, the more you are academic toward an ideology, and the less, and the more you will be detached by normal people, by how they speak and how they think. Okay, so if you put yourself in a higher position than others, the others will understand it, and they will try to push you back. Like, this guy is like living up in the sky among the clouds. He's just talking shit. Don't think about it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the opposite of what happens in a classic CRPG, for example, like Fallout 1 or 2. If you go with an absolutely dumb character, you cannot talk. And here it's kind of somewhat the opposite, but the end result is the same. People cannot talk with each other or understand, in the sense that they will not be able to cooperate or to something like that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because there's also another cool part, which is the political check, which is our kind of skill check. So basically, what happens here is that there's no dice rolls. So when you try to convince someone to do something, there's not like you have 43% of success, like in Disco Elysium, where your build and RNG will take place. So basically here, you can decide to say something political, And if it's aligned to that character, then you will have success. But
Mm.
every time you need to overcome a quest, basically you always have a plethora of political options, and you need to pick which one. So in Glasshouse, passing a political check doesn't mean that you're doing a success roll. It only means that you can say that thing because your political compass is built around that kind of process of thought. Okay. So
Yeah.
the cool thing about Glasshouse is that every time you want to pick a political check, which could hopefully help you to move through the quest, you need to understand who is in front of you, and you can understand that. Um, you can understand that if you talk with him, if you go into its room and I don't know, you check to the library, no? They say that one can understand a lot by a person by watching to the
They're reading.
titles
Yeah.
of the books that
Yeah.
you have in the library. And because of that, you can understand if someone is more leaning right or leaning left.
Yes.
So you need to study the NPC and then decide if to pick the political line of dialogue or not. But the cool thing is that all of this, it's an optional, because if you want, from the beginning to the end, you can decide to be totally apolitical and not allocate any povs you earn during your run.
Yeah, very interesting. So that makes me wonder. So I think it's the first tutorial tip that we get is about how dialogue will impact your choices in a. I think it says like in a long way, in the sense that understood that as like whatever choice I make in the beginning may impact my, I don't know, my ending of the game, for example. So that brings me the question. So does my character also see specific development? So for example, I just created a specific build in the beginning, but can my political views change throughout the game?
Well, it depends. Stuff will happen, and you can always decide to um, decide to shift your ideology. No, because politics is inherently incoherent.
Uh-huh.
So if you start that you are a communist, you can still shift to the other part at the end of it if you find out that they were right. Okay. So that's fine. You can also respect. There are ways to respect your character, but there's not a limit to um, the political spectrum. Like if now you click the button P and you see
Yeah.
the political compass,
Uh-huh.
okay, you can always decide. You started with feudcratism
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
colonialism, which are the two opposite
Uh-huh.
side of the spectrum. Okay, it's radical left and radical right,
Uh-huh.
and that's totally fine. You're not stuck with it one
Okay.
ideology. Right now, there's your portrait in the bottom left of the screen, but people they
Yeah.
can see it. But
Yeah, the
basically,
label.
that one is label. It's a political tag.
Yeah.
So basically, whatever point you allocate to, it will result
change.
in it will change in a different political card, because our system recognize political inconsistency, political incoherency, and everything is fine, because I truly believe that in the end, ideology is a mixture of things. So
Interesting.
so yeah, my idea is to give total freedom when it comes to ideology, especially because this is a fictional world, of course, based on our world beliefs, but still you can play around it and find and build your character around what you really are or what you want to be.
Yeah. So, and by the end, so You told me before that there is a crime, so that's the main thing driving the narrative, I believe, and I can or I cannot solve it. And so my question is, my choices matter then to a point where I may have, I'm gonna call it not the best ending in a situation or the best ending in another. So I can probably uncover the crime if I make certain choices, or I can just end the game without finding out what happened.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
Because all of the unfortunate events will start within this crime, which happens at the end of this demo,
Uh-huh.
of this pre-alpha demo. And then it's up to you, because you will understand that behind that crime, there's so much more. There's a political conspiracy. And in the midst of it, you will need to make some choice where to focus your time and such. So yeah, you can already double click from here if
And
you want.
okay.
Yes, okay.
Nice. Okay.
And
Thank you.
yeah, and another tip, if you wanted to
Uh-huh.
if you wanted to not drag and drop, you can click with the
Oh,
right
okay.
mouse
Yeah.
button. Okay, so it's
Okay.
the quick gathering.
Cool.
But yeah, like for example, there you are in the room of Wojciech.
Yeah.
Okay, and now you took some books from its library.
Yes, and I can understand
So
him now.
based on
Right.
that, you can understand which kind
Yeah.
of political spectrum is.
Although, if I does it say here exactly the books that I took from him? Because I may be lost at this point.
Yeah, but if you return, it's not a problem.
Uh-huh.
Apart from the fact that you pick up, I think, three books.
Uh-huh.
So the last, so it's
The first three.
in chronological
Okay.
order. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
But if you still go on the library shelf, there's a line of dialogue which tells you, by reading the book, which side is he in, and the Shuar will tell you
Oh,
which
okay.
side is he. Yeah.
So if I okay, 1 second. Okay. Interesting. This is always a struggle for me because I'm an order of items and stuff in games like this. So I always spend so much time exploring.
Yeah, but that's the
The
point of it.
point, right?
Like if you do this demo straight on, it will be like 30 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
not a huge deal, but it's built around the fact that you are intrigued by this world, by the overall atmosphere, by the
Uh-huh.
music, by
Yeah.
the stories inside this tiny familiar nucleus.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's bound to be that you want to learn more from this world, and there's also a side quest. So if you want to do everything from this upcoming pre-alpha demo, it will take you, I think, 1 hour and a half
Oh,
or
okay.
more, because there's a ton of stuff to reading, a ton of stuff to
Right.
discover and such.
Yeah. So you said that during lockdown, during the pandemic, you were living, if I understood correctly, with three other flatmates, or you were three in total. Um, was your relationship with your flatmates influential in this game?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I was like with three of my best friends,
Uh huh.
and basically by the end of the lockdown, we were hating each other. So there's a lot of the conflict that you see here in Glasshouse is based on a true story,
Yeah,
basically,
interest. Yeah, no,
and that
those are the best stories, right? So the relatable ones.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I mean, I'm going through a lot and without reading too much. So I understand that not reading is obviously a limitation here for us to understand properly.
Hmm.
But this is so complex that I think it's better for you to keep telling us about this and exploring, and so people who find it interesting will eventually try to experiment with
So
the game
yeah,
themselves.
yeah, absolutely. Like now, if you press J,
Yeah.
you open the journal,
Uh-huh.
okay, and you see basically that you are a deputy condo chief,
Uh-huh.
okay. So basically, you are the deputy chief of this condominium, and your daily task is to convey the few rations left to all of the other tenants of the apartment block.
Okay.
So in order to do that, you need to go upstairs where
Let's
you
go.
were before.
Let's go then. Yeah, guide me
You
a
need
little
to go
bit.
upstairs where, yeah, absolutely, where you were before, and retrieve the rations. But then you figure it out that there are less ration than tenants, so you will have to make some decision. Who will not eat today? So if you go down here on the right, there's the latrine.
Okay.
Okay, where they have all of the stuff, but you don't have space.
Oh, damn it.
I promise you that by the next build, we will have we
Can
will
I
have a
drop
system
stuff?
in which you can drop stuff by
Okay.
the next build, not
Or
by
change.
this.
Okay. So
Right now you're
I'm
fucked.
stuck at this point?
No, you're not. If you go like downstairs,
Okay.
if
By
you
the
go
way,
downstairs,
we have
you
a
have
couple of
you have a chest.
we have a couple of compliments on chat about our beards, just so you know.
Our beers, really?
Yeah, on Twitch.
Oh yeah, I love my beers, but especially I love mustache. Because all of the characters of this game have
Yeah.
some lashful and amazing mustache. So if you
No.
go downstairs,
Yeah.
sorry, I will explain you this.
I am here.
No, downstairs.
Oh, wait.
Now you are on the second floor of flat 28.
Okay.
You need okay. So if you go by the stairs on the top, okay.
Okay, wait. So I should go upstairs again. Is that so?
No. Okay, now you are downstairs. If you
Okay.
click on that chest, on that chest over there, no, on the one with the purple light.
Oh.
There's a chest.
I
Above.
saw one. Oh, there it is.
It's like next.
Okay. It's a stash.
It's a stash.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nice.
It's next to the or in your apartment
Okay.
or next to the other stairs. If
Okay.
you click on that stash there, you can deposit all of the stuff in excess.
Let's put it here.
Okay, so you can get more stuff.
I'm gonna bring the Caesar because it's been helpful before.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So now, if you go above you, like on the left of the stairs, there's a purple light. There's a purple light above a stash. Okay,
Yeah?
that one. Yes.
Yeah.
You can deposit all of the stuff that you don't need.
Yeah.
Okay. You can deposit everything beside the MMS, which is your multi-purpose tools. Okay? And you will find it's like Resident Evil. So every time you see this kind of stash, no, keep the MMS.
Oh, sorry.
The MMS.
I think I did, didn't I? Wait.
No, you.
Oh, wait.
No, you deposited.
No, but I
the
think
MMS is the screwdriver. It's the screwdriver, and you left it there.
Okay, already got it. I think you
MMS.
Are you watching me on the stream?
Yeah, I'm watching you on the stream.
There's slight
probably.
Delay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
I already get it.
So now you can return basically to the.
Let's open the door.
The room. You keep it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Use MMS on the restroom handle, and there you have a quick time event.
Oh,
because basically.
Damn it.
You can retry it every time you want. So this is the thing of our dialogue system, which basically it's not just a dialogue tab which shows you a wall of text, but there can be inside of it, interaction elements such as quick time events, puzzles. And the drag and drop, because we wanted to break a little bit the wall of text that usually happens in this kind of games. So now, if you did you take the
ration? Yeah, yes, I did.
Okay, so now you're ready to go outside the flat 28 and start delivering the rations to all of the people. You can go outside by going downstairs.
Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, I think I know where. I think I saw that door before. Should be here in the middle. Right?
Follow the red carpet.
Yes, exactly. That's the hint.
Yes.
There you go. Okay. So here's
There you
our
are.
angry friend,
Yes.
Eckberth. I have a question.
Yeah.
So these
Yeah.
are not, I imagine, these are not typical Italian names, right?
No, absolutely not.
What is the why are these names? So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah. So this is a different world than ours. This is not an alternate reality. It's a different world, and these are ancient English name, Anglo-Saxons names,
Okay.
such as Willmeyer. Like Willmeyer, if you split the name of Willmeyer, it's Wilde,
okay.
which is holder of Meyer, which is power. So holder of power, Willmeyer, the player, and such. So you can expect all of these things from the name of all of the other characters. But yeah, basically you have ancient name, not postmodern names.
Right.
So now if you...
Sorry.
Oh yeah, okay.
I went
No,
upstairs.
nothing. No, now
Oh, damn it.
every floor you do, basically, you will have some encounters, and you need to give them the rations or not. So that's up to you.
Do I really have a choice when the guy is pointing a shotgun at me?
Yeah, you have a yeah, because this guy is an old guy, he's
scared.
senile. He's senile,
Okay.
so he thinks that you are a revolutionary and you want to conquer his house, and he's not going to allow you to do that. So you need to find a solution to lower his wealth.
Interesting.
So it's up to you.
So I think I asked you this before, but what was a game that inspired you here? Anything or any specific inspiration?
I know that I wanted to do video games when I played more than four years ago Pathologic.
Okay.
I played Pathologic 2 and then played Pathologic 1, and I felt like the storytelling bar raised a lot since that game. Oh, and you got killed.
I died.
Yes, you got shot in your face. So just a thing. That's what happened when you die. So basically, you don't have a game over screen in which you have to reload, but every time you die, you go on the backstage. You go on the backstage of this theater, and for the first time, you are speaking with the director. And from the dialogue itself, you can decide to retry the play or leave it completely. And if you leave it, the game will shut down. So basically, we're handling the game over without any screen, any reloading screen or such. We are doing it with a diegetical dialogue.
Yeah, and some kind of reflection on what happened, I imagine.
Yeah, and it's a reflection on you, the persona, the character, and the actor itself. So it's there's some philosophical implication within it, and by dying you can understand more of what you're doing, basically. Because speaking with a director, it's not a thing that you do a lot. If you are an actor, for you the director is almost like a god. So
yeah. No, that's
you are back in.
Jesus. Okay, we are back. We are back at the point. Okay, so now the stepping forward was not a good option.
Nope. No,
yeah,
and returning back to the other question, Pathologic told me, basically whispered in my ears, that I needed to change industry because I come from the filmmaking industry. I'm a filmmaker. I did movies, commercials, music videos, documentaries, and such. But when I played Pathologic, I was like, oh shit! So video games can tell this kind of stories.
Incredible.
And then I started to study game design and narrative design. But then Disco Elysium happened, and I was like, hey, I would like to tell a complex story like the one of Pathologic, but with the means and genre of Disco Elysium. So
Okay.
basically, these are the main
Okay.
inspiration. And then, if you want to
So
read through the inventory management stuff, then we are more toward holy shit, I don't remember the 11-bit games. I don't remember the side-scrolling games from 11-bit games before Frostpunk. This War of Mine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
Okay.
This War of Mine.
Oh yeah.
Because this War of Mine, there were a lot of quarrels between flatmate and simple citizen that are under a war they did not provoke. So there's a lot of that into it.
So I never played. I actually have this War of Mine, and I also have Disco Elysium. I never played any, but I can definitely see Disco Elysium here, and well, yeah, Disco Elysium especially was something that I managed was an influence here for sure, and I think that's pretty interesting because I don't see many games like this. So I grew up actually playing CRPGs, but usually they were most of them that they had a strong focus on combat, right? Like Fallout 1 and 2 or Baldur's Gate or Arcanum. And actually, it's very cool because once I volunteered to play this game, I did not expect this to be this complex in terms of dialogue and narrative and the political side of things. So I am actually amazed
just
by
a bit.
the layers.
Just a bit. If you go to regarding the rations, and this will happen with every inmate of this building, you can decide if you give them rations or not, and that will help you to go over the building. Yeah, there was regarding the rations while talking with Hildebrand.
So regarding the rations, let's go. About time. I'm hungry.
So you can decide to deliver one ration to him or no ration until next week. Why? Because you have 6 rations, but the tenants to fed are 7.
Damn it.
Okay.
I feel sorry for him.
You need to decide.
Let's give him the rations. And let's try. Can I get straight to another one to refuse to give him them rations in a second or not?
Yeah, you can refuse. No, you already give the ration to Hildebrand. Yeah. So if you but you can decide for all of the others what to do. So this one was the flat 29. You can see on the walls. You can see the numbers of the flats. If you hold the J on the journal, you can see the list of the flats that you need to. Okay, so you did Hildebrand. Now there's flat 27, team flat 26, Argo and Isobel, and
okay.
Okay, sorry, what were you saying?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna try to refuse giving rations to one of them, because we will have to end in a second.
Oh, if you do that to team, he will be angry as fuck.
Let's go. Let's do that because we have to end. So let's end with a twist.
So he tried to bribe you.
Damn.
He asked you for 2 rations instead of 1, and if you have done that, he would have give you some money, some tallies, which is the currency of the game.
Interesting. So I have a question actually. How long should we expect this game to be? So for now we're just playing a demo, right? So what are you aiming at? 30-hour game, very complex game with different endings, yet you want people to replay the game more than once. And
we are trying to do something different that has never been done before, which is a CRPG Lite, which is a CRPG for people, for mature father or mother who doesn't have the time to allocate 100 hours of their life playing like amazing game like Baldur's Gate. So basically we are trying to do a CRPG that lasts between the 12 and the 15 hours. So it's a short experience, but a really meaningful one, and with a lot of butterfly effect and replayability.
Okay, so that
I say replayability because it's the marketing stuff that you should say, but honestly, I wouldn't play more than once.
Okay.
Because for the way I play video games, I feels like that's the path I choose I chosen, and that's the one I want to remain with it.
Okay.
But if you want, you can replay it because based around your political compass, you will have really different interaction with characters and different outcomes when it comes with the quest and campaign and such.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. No, that definitely resonated with me, right? Because I have one kid, another one coming, and I don't have 40 hours to put into a game. So, so it's
15 hours. That's what we are aiming at.
Nice.
Short and concise, really focused, really
Yeah.
rich and meaningful.
Okay. So I'm refusing to give food to people. Just wanted to give that a try. I see there are definitely consequences there. The relationship seems to be tainted. People are upset for sure.
Another thing. Can you see the that one in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at it, there's white flag
Okay.
raised by the Dan nation of Bodenai. It's something that it's really important as a symbol because basically, it's the white flag that you raise to surrender.
Mm-hmm.
And since that guy, the old guy, Hildebrand, with the gun, was a strong feudcratist, basically he truly believed in this kind of symbolic symbols.
Yeah.
Okay, so another way to overcome that situation was to raise the flag to surrender, and it would have lowered this gun.
Yeah. So if I had come here first, I would have the flag, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Interesting.
Because of course we are trying to achieve a non-linear narrative. So you could have gone up or down, no matter
you
what.
You can through different approaches overcome the same challenge, right? So with different approaches.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
and the thing that you did, breaking the glass panel, you could have done it only because you had a build around the colonialism. Because the political compass doesn't only give you oratory skills, but also give you a way of thinking skills. So if you build yourself a colonialist build, you can conquer properties of others. Okay, so you can
you can steal,
you can break down doors and such because you don't respect the property of others.
Okay, Giacomo, unfortunately we have to end, but this is very, very amazing, very interesting project that I will be keeping up with. I have a question for you. If you want to add anything, if you want to share any plans for people to see, if there's going to be a downloadable demo anytime soon on Steam, what do you want to share with us?
So, without spoiling too much, I can say that there are going to be two playtests this year, and I'm going to announce the first one. The first one, which is on our Discord, will start by the end of this month.
Okay.
So it's a closed playtest. You enter into our Discord, you do the request. There will be a channel in which you can drop in and ask for it. And basically, that's it. We will give you the build and you can play it. It's a closed playtest. And then by the end of this year, there will be a Steam playtest open to everybody. You can request the access and such, but it's too early to announce it yet.
Fair enough.
But there will be two playtests. You can play this build by the end of this month. It will be slightly better in terms of UI and other things because, of course, we are indie developers, so we love to develop with you, with your feedback. So if you hop in our Discord, you can see all of the work in progress stuff, all of the stuff that we are developing right now, and that we will add hopefully within the next build. So join us.
Okay. Thanks a lot,
the
Giacomo.
Flat 28 Collective.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Very interesting. I will definitely keep up with this. So thanks a lot, all the success, and I look forward to seeing Glasshouse available for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bernardo, for the nice talk.
Thank you.
And thank you to all of you watching us.
Yeah. Thanks.
There's a spectre haunting the fiefdom of London stock. He's waiting for you to feast on each other before it blooms in a dazzling explosion. This is your last day, Weald. And I am sorry for that.